In this video, I'm showing you guys why White Forest Azamina Snake Eyes is the perfect counter to Blue Eyes and Fiendsmith. We've got ways to put things in the back row with Snake Eye, also great one-card combos to reach the end of the lore engine, and then vice versa. With one Snake Eye Ash, we can get the full White Forest Fiendsmith generic extra deck combo. And so that's what I'm going to show you guys today, some sick combos you can use. This is how I'm playing White Forest Azamina Snake Eye, and how I definitely recommend it as well. It's been a while since I uploaded, but hopefully I'm back to share some really cool content. Utopia's coming soon as well. With that being said, yeah, let's get into it. First off, I'm going to show you guys how you can use 1.5 cards with Elzette and a random spell trap card to get the full Snake Eyes board, including Snake Eyes Doom Dragon and the Fiendsmith engine if you want. So let's continue. We've got a good search going with Elzette, get the level 4 search with Chila. So this is kind of standard White Forest combos. This card is basically what the engine needed. It's a free special summon for an Azamina card as well. It can fusion summon, it can synchro summon. Really powerful card. Definitely something we needed as well. We definitely needed this kind of card for the deck. But let's continue with the combo. We get to search Wanted, which gets us the Diabellstar Azamina engine. We've even got the trap card that we sent, which makes it, you know, a 1.5 card combo again to combo even more. And then we can send that card with Diabellstar. Diabellstar sets the Deception, and then yeah, let's do typical Azamina combos here. We're gonna go for what I call Chilago, I think that's how you pronounce it. This card can search the Sinful Spoils fusion spell, which is generic, can search summon Guardian Chimera and trigger its pop and draw effect, which is why we play it. And so now you can see from here, guys, we've got 2 rank 4s. Obviously we're gonna go into Banshee. With Banshee we can add or send Snake Eye Ash. Yep, let's send Ash to the graveyard. Let's do a nice little efficiency, I like to call it. Get out a Azamina card you're probably not seeing and you haven't seen. People not being able to target their own card is going to hurt. 4k defense is obviously quite nice, and it does have that Yubel effect where all the bad damage goes back to them. And the fusion materials, again, you know, how you're seeing the combo just flows nicely. I like to think this is what Konami intended, and that's what we do a lot of here on the channel, is like lore accurate combos but make it competitive. And we get to send that card as material for the Omni Negate, which is obviously very strong. And this card can also, you know, the turn is fusion summon, cheat out a Azamina card. And we've just cheated out the Regina, which can special an illusion type. Obviously we can bring back Diabell, so that's how we bring that back. And then we've got Crush Shield. This part is quite sick, guys. Obviously we bring back an illusion this time, and then triggering the Crush Shield, bringing back the Snake Eye Ash. I previously used a version with Princess bringing back the Ash. In this combo it's a lot stronger, and from here it's your standard Snake Eye combo. You'll love to see it. Something we don't really see much of often, but here we go, guys. Another cool interaction. When a Azamina or Sinful Spoils card is activated, we can destroy 2 cards on the field. Just so happens the level 6 Azaminas have effects when popped, which gives us even more searchability, which is very strong. In this lore accurate build, we use everything in the storyline. Again, we're making it competitive. So let's continue the replay. More Snake Eyes stuff happening. Let's bring out Oak. Again, just low bodies on the board, and we have a Snake Eyes Diabellstar in the back row as well. Bring out Flamber's Dragon, which is very strong. Then bring back the Oak in the back row. Go for the Fiendsmith play, because obviously this deck can play Fiendsmith. I'd say it plays it quite well because there's just so many bodies on board. Imagine we didn't summon the Banshee, that could have been your Fiendsmith line. So let's continue. We're summoning the Snake Eyes Damn Dragon. So correct me if I'm wrong, if you properly fusion this card and you put it in the back row, I believe you should be able to summon it from the back row with the field spell, which is how I've always understood it. In EDO that doesn't work, but you know, again, why we're highlighting this deck profile at the moment with Blue Eyes out, you know, a lot of Blue Eyes cards have effects in the graveyard, or they're very sticky cards to deal with, like Jet Dragon. You can even destroy, well, not even destroy, you can even put cards in the back row like a Disarray, so it doesn't send it when it goes graveyard. You can put the Engraver in the back row. And to me, back row removal is probably the best removal in the game, because nothing interacts with it except Snake Eye. Obviously you got droplets, but still it's better than like the next best thing after banishing face down, which only Kystera does. I'm going to do some Engraver plays here. I believe we're going to summon Sequence. Yep, there's Sequence. We're going to go for the Disarray play here. And then yeah, Flamberge can put Damn Dragon in the back row, which again I understood it as, you know, you can summon it when they summon a monster. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And then yeah, we're going to Albu, which is the new generic Ling 4 monster, very powerful. And we get to end on a Saint Azamina. You can go as far as you want to with the end board. Obviously for me, I think these 3 make the most sense. You've even got the field spell. We could have went into Princess. You didn't see us go into Princess there. That's because we're in the Fiendsmith package. The H deck is a little bit tight, and obviously I'm going to cover that in the deck profile, but you know, you get an idea of how insane this deck is, what it's capable of. But yeah, let's go to the opponent's turn. I don't know what they're going to do with this hand of 2 Gift of Greeds. But you can obviously, we can chain that with the Silvera, do a Bookumi on the opponent's turn. And then yeah, trigger the quick play spell, add it back to hand. You've got the monster adding back to hand as well, so even more comeback for your turn. That's the great thing about Azamina White Forest is after the opponent breaks your board, if you survive, you win the duel because there's too much recovery. Pretty cool replay, again with just one Elzette. But this is a combo you're probably familiar with. We all know Elzette is very powerful. I'm going to show you guys another replay with Snake Eye Ash, how that can turn into the full White Forest board, and again with Fiendsmith and everything else. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so Snake Eye time. This is a 1-card combo with Snake Eye Ash. This gets us into the full White Forest combo. You can and you don't have to play Estella. I think you play it because it's a great way to cheat out other White Forest monsters and sometimes keep your normal summon. In this case, you know, we get to keep, as we don't use the normal summon with White Forest because we special it with Sprint. Spoiler alert. But yeah, let's keep going. We've got the Apiary Masquerade in the back row. In the graveyard, if you want to bring it back with Flamberge, Sprint sends the Estella. We trigger Estella with the field spell, which is very important. You have to send a spell trap, bringing it back, sending the Poplar, bringing out the Sylvan. I mean, from here, guys, you know, the rest is history. We know what's going to happen next. But yeah, let's keep going. Obviously, we get the Elzette as well. We get to set the spell card. We still have some Snake Eye monsters on the board as well. Let's see if we can bring out the Flamberge Dragon. There's the overpowered Azamina Elzette, obviously triggering a single summon search, getting wanted to hand, accesses Azamina for us. We get another Azamina Elzette in hand. I believe we're going to send Sprint. Yeah, we're going to send Sprint because it can't be Link Summon the turn it's summoned. So we're going to use that, get rid of it for the Proxy Magician, which is a fusion summon, by the way. This card can fusion summon and special from the hand. And I believe we use both effects, which is very cool. We bring out the Chilago here with the Azamina spell. We get to special Azamina Elzette from hand. I think that effect is quite cool. You have a lot of monsters in hand. Sometimes you don't even need all of them. Sometimes you special a Snake Eye Ash with the Proxy Magician, which is a fire type. And like I said before in the other combo, we've hard summoned Damn Dragon. I believe you should be able to summon it from the back row. Again, going second, you can put any strong boss monster in the back row and they can't do anything. I especially like putting things like Disarrays in the back row. Malice Link monsters, again, very sticky cards that have like second effects, things like that. Definitely Blue Eyes monsters like the actual vanilla Blue Eyes. If you put that in the back row, they're screwed. So, you know, let's continue the replay and just show you guys how crazy this deck is. And why I recommend playing the Law version, but you know, we've made it competitive. And I'll show the deck buffle at the end as well. And so now we're just doing fire combos, get the Princess Engrave. The Regina brings back the Dear Bell, which I love as well. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, we get to send the spell card to grave, shuffle it back to draw one. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of hand traps in the meta at the moment. You can play things like Crossfire and Callbite to make these combos more resistant. But come on, guys, like the fact you can make all of this with one Snake Eye Ash goes to show why original was banned and why potentially we don't even need it, although having it obviously is amazing. I know you all play Master Duel right now. You're probably seeing this deck online. This is without original, but we've done a pretty good job. You could even go further with this as well. If you've got a light and a dark, make Chaos Angel. I don't think I did a Fiendsmith line, so we can do a Fiendsmith line. A lot of options, guys. A lot of options. But yeah, let me know what you think about the combos down below. Alright, guys, so this is our deck profile for Snake Eyes Azamina, what I'm calling Dear Bellstar Law. To start off, we've got 3 of the Dear Bellstar Black Witch. We're playing 3 of it now with Azamina. Sorry, Sinful Spell Deception is still pretty good. This card can access, you know, potentially Azamina Elzette as well. Don't forget it's the Azamina card. We're running 1 Sylvia Betrayal. In testing the amount of times I would send this to grave with like a Dear Bellstar, the opponent is always going to try and veil a Dear Bellstar or Ash Deception. Because it's a Sinful Spoils card, we can banish this and negate that hand trap, and that worked so many times. I was close to putting this at 2. That's how strong it was. So I love that we'll be able to make use of these Sinful Spoils spell trap cards. A lot of them we've seen over time. Continuing on, 2 Deception, 1 Queen Azamina. I love this card. I was running at 2 and 3. I think with the Law of Darkness, if you banish this, it summons itself as well. So pretty cool tech idea. 1 Hallowed Azamina because we can add it to hand. I was running 1 Azamina Debtors. So this is quick play spell, and that's why I love this card. Having the quick play is a surprise factor sometimes, especially going second. The opponent is never going to expect an Azamina fusion spell, and so you can do things like Wanted and chain the Azamina Debtors. I think the sequencing of that will confuse the opponent and sometimes make you win the duel just because of that surprise factor. But also you can banish yourself and special an Azamina from grave. You also noticing I'm not running Fiendsmith in this version. Feel free to run it. You know, I would definitely take out certain cards for it. I do think Spire Sprint is a nice to have. Personally, if it was up to me, I'd probably take out Harbinger, maybe Proxy, maybe the Whale, potentially Princess. As you saw in the first combo, we used Crush Ship, so we don't even need Princess anymore. Moving on, we've got the White Forest Engine. I actually took this card down because we have Snake Eye Ash and potentially Poplar and Oak as a normal summon. So yeah, I want to make sure we don't draw this card too much. And also recycling 1 or 2 is more than enough. 3 Elzette, this is the most important card of the deck, I would say. Potentially the Snake Eye Ash replacement. One Estella's pretty good again with the Spring combo. That gives us flexibility. Also a good hand trap bait is Estella more than Elzette, I would say. Estella can special on your turn, Elzette can't. That's a big deal if you're playing, again, something like Spirit to load up your grave, but also a Chaos Angel build-up, which is quite important. 2 Azamina Elzette, a lot of people are running 2 of this card. I think 3 is unnecessary. I think you even play 1 in the next booster pack support as well. 1 of the fusion spell, this card's very important. You do search this a lot with the Chilago Synchro, obviously guaranteeing us a nice fusion climb with one of the new Azamina cards. 2 of the spell card, a lot of people are playing 1 of this. Again, I was playing Magician Souls before. There are some other illusion spellcasters in the deck. Snake Eyes Diabolos is a common one. Again, Magician Souls, I keep quoting that card. I ran it a lot before, I'm not running it now, but that's also a spellcaster. Diabolos is a spellcaster. And of course, the Azaminas are all triggers for this card as well to search. So it's a search card. Let's at least not have it at 1. I feel like with Snake Eye, you want to run more cards so there's less bricks to draw, which was always the issue pre-original ban. But here we are, we're trying to make this as consistent as possible. That's why I'm running this card. I would even maybe run Talents in case we get hand trapped and we brick. And obviously we've got the Snake Eyes Dam Dragon, which is a level 8. You probably know it's the Harbinger. We can make Harbinger quite easily in this deck with even Queen Azamina as well as level 8. But yeah, Snake Eyes Diabolos, love the removal on this guy. My aim with Snake Eyes is just to have good removal going first, going second. Especially going second, we can do Flamberge in the back row, Snake Eyes Dam Dragon, Snake Eyes Diabolos, and then yeah, some hand traps to round off the rest of the deck profile. You could take out one of the hand traps and put in Call by the Grave and maybe cross outs, but also triple tactics talent as well. Moving on, standard extra deck, we took out Chaos Angel, we don't summon it as much. 1 Harbinger because I'm liking the Snake Eyes version more. We have an SP Knight as well. Pretty standard extra deck. We've got a Chorizo, which with this card you can make, I believe, a 1.5 1-card combo with Diabolos now. To also access White Forest, because Azamina Elzette is, you know, a really searchable card now with Sinful Spoils Deception. And this is the level 4 tuner, which just so happens to replace these level 4 tuners, which is pretty good. Usually you'd summon it by tributing Chilago and Witch, and then yeah, synchroning with the Azamina Elzette. I'm always going to play these cards. I love playing the lore version, making it as accurate and competitive as possible. I did the same thing with Visa Starfrost and I did quite well with that. And there we go, guys. That's been the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments down below. What would you like me to cover next on the channel? I see Utopia's got some new support and I can't wait to check that one out. Yeah, we've been busy. I had some live updates, couldn't upload as much, but would like to say I'm back. Fingers crossed. But yeah, guys, super happy with this deck profile. It's doing amazing versus the Blue Eyes meta, Fiendsmith meta, whatever you want to call it. You got these crazy vanilla monsters we can just put in the back row. We've got the OTKs with Azamina, White Forest as well. Obviously, again, Azamina, White Forest is an OTK package if you didn't know. You've got the double piercing battle damage. You've got increased battle damage, attack reduction of the Azaminas. That's a very easy way I'm OTKing with this deck, by the way. But if you want to add Access Gold Talker, go extremely generic OTK, you can even do that. That's what I love about this deck. Kind of reminds me of Visa Starfrost and Adventure 60 card. It's just a pile deck of good cards, and feel free to make it as engine as you want, as non-engine as you want. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.